Hey, what's up everybody? Brian here with the Holy Roller playing craps on a cruise to earn a free cruise. And today we're going to talk about a system with a low bankroll, only $200. How would you play it? I would recommend using the system called the Mirror. Here we go.
Welcome to the Holy Roller, where it's all about playing craps, earning free cruises, and a whole lot more. Thanks for watching. Now let's get rolling.
All right, this is a mirror system, and basically the system is this. It's for small bankrolls. This is $200. Technically, we have $20 per shooter if we want to go for 10 hands. We're going to use 10 shooters at $20, and you could do 20 shooters at $10, or you could do 10 shooters at $20 if you have 200. So I'm going to do it with 200, and I'll do $20 per, or around $20 per shooter. And we're going to use the mirror, and it's very simple strategy. In fact, this is a low bankroll kind of grind strategy, but basically whatever the number is, you would mirror it and play the other side. Only the 4. If it's a 10, if it's a 4, you would only play the 10. 5 and 9, vice versa. 6 and 8, vice versa. Okay, so you play the mirror. You play the other side of the dice, or what I call the mirror. Okay, and what do you do when it hits? When it hits the first hit, you collect. Okay, and then the second hit, you can press to get the 6 and 8 or get other numbers. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if we're pressed, we're going to do 8, 6, 5, 9, 4, 10. That's how we'll do our pressure. Okay, we'll be consistent with that. But the mirror, so boom, 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 right? So we'll even press with the mirror in hand, starting with the 8. I hope that makes sense. Here we go. We're assuming we're the shooter, and if you're ever the shooter, you're going to be playing both sides of the mirror, okay? Because you're going to play the point and the other side. But we'll be the shooter to start, and then we won't be the shooter on other ones, and we'll maybe be the shooter every other time or every few times. All right, here's a come out. Let's see what the point is. It is 4, okay? So first quiz is, what do we bet? We bet $20 on the 10. Okay, that's going to be a buy 10. It's going to cost us $1. So we're going to get $4 change. That is a buy bet. Anything above $15 you have to buy, and it pays 2 to 1 minus a VIG or a vigorish, a commission of 5%. And that is paid up front on a cruise line. Up front. You have to pay up front. If it's a regular bet like $15, every $5 pays 9, but once you go up to 20, it's 2 to 1, so that pays 40 minus 1, so $39. All right, here we go. Let's see what we could do. We're going to collect that first one if we can get it. Let's see if we can get that 10. We're playing small money and not a lot of numbers. Here we go. And it is a 3, craps 3, and it is a 6. Let's get it. Come on, let's get. There's a 5. We can get the 4. That'll be fine too. There's an 8. We want the 10 though. Let's get that 10. There's another 6. Of course, everything but what we have bet, right? That's the way it works. And there is another 6. Wow, I know what some of you are saying. You should have bet the 6, right? Okay, whatever. All right, there's the 10. We got it. All right, so it's going to cost us $1, right? And they're going to pay us 39 or 40 for 1, okay? So 40 for 1, okay? And then we're going to collect the first hit. So that's the rule, that's the system. You collect the first hit. Now the second hit, we're going to have numbers that we could get the 8, the 6, the 5, the 9, you know, we could just keep going. All right, here we go. And there's a 7 out. Of course, that would happen. All right, so we did come up. We're up at least for that bankroll. Well, pretty close, because we had 20, 30, and we won 39 or so, minus the $2, so $38. We made $38 on that one. But we spent, so what is that? What is that? $8? Yeah, $8. We made $8. Sounds worse that way, doesn't it? All right, here we go. All those rolls and we made $8. Some of you right now, there's a yo. We're assuming somebody else is the shooter, so we don't have to be on the pass line. There is an 8, so the point is 8. And now, what do we bet? We bet the 6 for $24. So, actually 18, because we don't want to go above $20. So, because 6 and 8 are multiples of 6, it needs to be 12, 18, 24, but 24 would be too much. 18 is just right. How about that? It pays 21. Let's see. Oh, sorry, not the 8, the 6, the mirror. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get that 6. And it's a 7 out. Wow, that was quick. That was quick. That was quick. $18 down, just like that. All right, another shooter coming out. We're assuming we're not the shooter because we're not going to play this. Here we go, another shooter. And it is a 3, craps 3. And this time it is a 9. So the point is 9. And yep, you guessed it. We're doing $20 on the 5. All right, $20 on the 5. Let's see if we can hit that 5. Pays 28. There's a 10. And there is a 6. Come on, let's get it. And there is a 7 out. Wow, wow, wow. And you could say that this is not only a small money system, but it could be a choppy table system for you too. Like if you didn't want to put that much out, you know, like because it's a lot of short rolls, maybe just play the mirror. Like I'm gonna go to the mirror because it's a choppy table, all right? There's an 8, hard 8, and so we know we're gonna get an $18 6. We throw in 20 and say, give me an $18 6. They will give us $2 change. There we go. And we'll put the $2 in our rack. Here we go, let's see if we can get a 6. Have you got your dice tracker yet? Make sure to get one of these. Go to holyroller.com or check the link in the description. This is able to track not only your bankroll, but your points towards a free cruise, among other things. So make sure to grab one of these. Now let's get back to it. Do I need to even say anything at this point? Oh my goodness. The choppy table is definitely choppy. All right, here we go. You might say, Brian, what if a real shooter was rolling the dice? There's a 6. It is the 6. And we're going to be on the 8. So this time we're going to do the same thing. We're going to throw in 20. Say, give me $18 8. And they will give us $2 change. So with $2 back to our rack. Here we go. Let's see if we can get an 8 this time. And it's a snake eyes. And it's a 10, hard 10, 2 hard ways. And it's a 5. We want the 8. And it's a 3. Let's get the 8. And it's a 10. We're hitting everything. And we're hitting another 10. We're hitting everything but what we have bet. And that's the, oh, there it is, the 8. $21. 21, pays 21. Same bet, we're going to collect. Now, you could do a couple things. Because we did lose twice, right? We know we lost twice. We could try to collect that back, or we could treat every roll as independent. So I'm going to treat every roll as independent, meaning that we collected on the 8. The next one, we're going to get the 6, okay? And we could get the 6 for 12. We'll make $21. So we could throw in 1 and maybe get a 6 and a 5. We'll see what happens. Let's see if we can get another 8. And it's a 5. Or let's see if we can get the 6. That's okay. There's a 3. And there's a 6. We got the 6, the hard 6. And it's coming out. Okay, this bet's off because that's off. It's another come out roll. Let's see what point is established. It's a 7. So that's a come out winner, or a natural they call it. There's another natural 7. And it's a 9. All right, so the bet is 9, or the point is 9. So if the point is 9, what's the bet? The bet is a $20 5. So we're taking this back. We're throwing, move my 8 to the 5. Here we go. And it's a 6. And you might say, I know that 8's going to hit now that you moved it. How about a 5? We just want a 5. There's a hard 10. And there is a 3. How about a 6? We haven't had the 8 hit. Oh, there it is. I spoke too soon. All right, let's get that 5. And there it is. There's the 5. And that's going to pay $28. Now, usually they will just pay. And remember, even though we're going to pay it just like that, we're going to collect. Because even though if we would have hit another 8 on that last round, we would have spread out. Right now, we're on the 5. We collect the first hit. Next round, we'll get an 8. $18 8 on the next one. Or we can get a 6 and 8 for 12 each, depending on how you want to do it. Let's see if we can get that 5 again. There's a 4. There's a 4. And there is a snake eyes. Have we hit them all yet? Have we hit them all? There's a 6. And there's a 9. We hit the point. All right. So we know this $20, unless it's a 9, this $20 is going to be moving. But it is off right now. Another point hit. And it's an 8. So we know it's an 8. Now we're gonna go back to the $18 level. We'll throw in $3 and say move my 5 to the 6. $18, 6 please. And we'll put that 5 in our rack. Here we go. Let's see what happens. And it's a 7 out. 7 out. That was a good shooter, whoever that was. It was the one that you said, come on, get a real shooter. That was the real shooter. All right, here we go. Coming out again. We're assuming it's another shooter. We'll be the next shooter, perhaps. All right, let's see what we get on the point this time. It is a 9. Back out on the 9, and that makes it easy because we know with the mirror, what are we going to mirror? $20 5. Here we go. And it is a 6. Let's see if we can hit that 5. And it is a 7 out. 7 out. All right. All right, there we go. Let's see what happens with this next roller because we're the shooter this time. We're the shooters, so we're going to go on the pass line. And then whatever the point is, we're going to spend another $20 going out on that. So there's a 3. Oh, my goodness. Did I say spend $20? Because we just lost on the pass line. Okay, here we go. 7. Okay, at least we got that back. At least we got the $10 back that we just lost on that 3. And there's an 11. Okay, now we're getting it. Now we're making some money. We don't need a point to be established. Okay, 10. So 10-4 is what we're doing. We got the 10, so we're doing $20 on the 4. We know that that's going to be a buy bet, and we know it's going to cost us $1 up front for the VIG, and it's going to pay $39 or $40 for 1. Let's see if we can get that 4, and it is a 10, hard 10, back to back on the 10, and we win right here. So we win $10. Oh, runaway chip there. All right, there we go. We won 10. Now this bet's off. Let's see what another come out is. There's a 6. We are on the 6, so we know that our bet is going to the 8 now. So we say, give me a. Now, when you take it down, they're going to give you your $1 back, by the way. And then you throw in 2 more and say, make it look like 18 on the 8. And then we'll take the $5 back to our rack. All right, there we go. Let's roll it, see if we can get an 8. And it is a 3. And we are still the shooter, so we could win on an 8 and a 6 here, but we have $21. We're gonna do same bet on that. So $21, same bet, put that money into our rack. And next time, if we get another 8, there's a 4. If we get another 8, we'll press to the, we already have the 6. Oh, we got the 6 and we win $10 right there. We had the 6 right here, all right? So there's 10 and the puck goes off and we're still the shooter. All right, here we go. And it's a 7, that's a winner. So we got at least $10 right here on the come out natural frontline winner. There's a 6, we're back out on the 6 and we don't even have to move our 8. So there we go. Let's get another 8 and there's a 9. We gotta get that 8 and then we're in the game. So an 8. We can treat it as we did independently, meaning that we can just collect the first one, but we did collect the first one. We already have a 6. We're gonna get paid 21, right? So we can, because we have the 6 at $10, we can get a 5 and then mirror it with a 9, put $1 in our rack. All right, this is how the mirror expands. There's a 6, we got the 6 and we win right here. And we're gonna go ahead and puck goes off. And you might say, now what, Brian? Now what's gonna happen? Now what's gonna happen? Well, it depends on how you wanna play this game because we know that the 4 gives us a $20 bet on the 10. Our $20 that we started with is right here. So this is the one that would move. We can leave these, okay? So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to throw in $6 because we're gonna have to pay that VIG and we're gonna get a 10. We're gonna buy a 10 for $20 and now we still have the 5 and 9. The next one that hits will collect, or if these hit, we'll go on the 6 and 8. How about that? Something like that might work. There is a 6, of course, sniper. And there is a yo 11, yo 11. And here we go with an 8, sniper. All right, And a 6, sniper. Oh my goodness. Get that 10. There's a 9. All right, so we have a 9. That's going to pay 15 for 1 or $14 difference. Okay. We could collect. We could treat this the same where we collect, you know. So let's collect on that one. And then you might say, no, you said you were gonna get a 6 or 8. There's a 5, and now we're gonna say, give me an 8, right? So pays 14. We're gonna get $2 back to our rack. We're gonna get an 8, and then let's see what happens. And it is a 6, sniper. Of course, of course. There's another 6. Boom, of course. And there's a midnight. All right, let's get that 10. There's a 3. I think we're hitting them all. Come on, somebody. There's an 8. Okay, we did get an 8. So now you can collect, or you could just get a 6. We're gonna go ahead and get a 6 because the mirror is just, we have all the mirrors now. All of them. The mirror has done its job. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. And it's an 8, hard 8. And we could just press that 1 unit each on the 6 and 8, be a little bit aggressive, bring 2 back to our rack. And then we could see, let's hit that 4 or let's hit anything else. Let's see what happens. And it's an 8 right back on the 8, and that pays 21 this time. So we're gonna go ahead and collect that one. All right, kind of do a press and collect little scenario there. And then there's a 5. So the 5, because we collected, now we can press. That's going to be $14 or 15 for 1. So let's throw in 1 and we'll get 15. And we'll press the 5 and 9, 1 unit each. How about that? Bring $5 back to our rack, or $4 because we threw in 1. All right, we still haven't got that 10. We're playing for the 10. Oh, there's the 7, 7 out. We lost all of this. And we're gonna do, we were a good shooter. Yeah, weren't we? Weren't we a good shooter? All right, so here, we're gonna do one more roll, and then we'll count it up and see where we are. We're assuming we're not the shooter here, so we're gonna start with the mirror and see what happens. All right, here we go. And it is a Yo 11, frontline winner, natural they call that. And it's an 8, so we're out on the 8. The point is 8, so you know that we get an $18 6. Now, because we had a good roll, we could go to 24 if you wanted to, but we're gonna go to 18. There we go, let's see what happens. And it's a Yo 11, let's see if we can get a 6. There's an 8, winner 8 for that shooter. And it's another come out roll here. Back out on the 8, that makes it easy because we are on the 6, let's get it. And it's a 7 out, 7 out. All right, so that was the mirror. Pretty simple strategy, and with a low bankroll, that's how you could play it. Let's count it up and see where we ended in our bankroll. Are we up? Did we go up? Because we had a lot of 0.7 outs. There was a lot of bad shooters. Remember that? Remember that? All right, so here is 100, okay, and 25, 75. Look at this. We got our 200 right there, and we have 25, $31. We're up $31 playing the mirror, playing the mirror. Now, that was just that little, I mean, I would still keep going, and hopefully we just keep making money. But that is the mirror, the system or the strategy I call the mirror. Thanks for watching. Watch this video if you'd like to see more. I have a whole playlist. On craps strategies that I would use while I'm on a cruise. So watch those if you'd like, and then subscribe if you haven't. And I hope to see you cruising and rolling on a craps table soon. See ya.